Morning. This is Reverend Pam Geagan from the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley. And today, again, we're looking at William Blake's beautiful poem, Auguries of Innocence. And so we're going to start in by just relaxing right away as you learn just a little bit more about Blake. And then we're going to be ending this, I think, today with my four favorite lines of the poem, Auguries of Innocence. And so now I just want you to start breathing naturally, relaxing in your chair, relaxing your body, going within, and just let your mind, just drift. Drift like going down that river, that bubbling river in a raft or a boat or a canoe. And seeing all the beautiful things nature has to offer. Connecting with the water. For as Rumi said, we truly are that ocean in a drop. We are made of the same amount of water as our Mother Earth. We mirror our Mother Earth so perfectly, so it doesn't stop there. We mirror her in all ways, in our consciousness, in our oneness. In our circle of life. And so just breathing in. And just breathing in comfortably. Relaxing and like a river, follow your breath. And as we surround ourselves with that heaven above that lies within us, around us, and as us, just breathing naturally and seeing that light from above come in right into the crown chakra, coming right into the crown chakra, coming right back down between the eyes, relaxing the eyes and the eyebrows and the eyelids, coming back down into the jaw, relaxing the jaw. And you almost may feel slack-jawed. Relaxing the throat, our throat chakra. And then feeling that just surround your whole neck and head. That wonderful energy as we direct the energy into the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit, all in the oneness. And then as it goes down the neck, relaxing the neck, dropping the neck. And then rolling, feeling that energy go down the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back. And relaxing the shoulders down now. We no longer have to watch our backs in this. We're just relaxing in. Just relaxing in. Going down the shoulders, the arms, and vertebrae by vertebrae down the back. Feeling the spaces between the vertebrae and now that energy wrapping around the heart. Let the heart open, that beautiful emerald green chakra open. And I always see the lotus there with the divine spirit there, guiding and providing us during this meditation. And it can be just the beauty of the flower itself that William Blake saw into and became part of in his writings. Or it can be an entity, a Krishna, Jesus, a Buddha, a Muhammad, Ba'ula, a Swami, someone on the heaven world coming to visit and bring you a message. And then feel that energy coming all around the back again, going vertebrae by vertebrae, wrapping around into the solar chakra beneath the heart, the beautiful yellow, going back down the back, vertebrae by vertebrae, just relaxing in, taking this time and honoring the temple divine, the body temple and the soul, nourishing the soul in that body temple that is so unique, that is that fingerprint of God, coming to bring its gifts. And then going back and wrap down the body, vertebrae by vertebrae, going into the sit bone, wrapping around into the sacral chakra beneath the belly button, the beautiful orange. And then wrapping around again, relaxing the hips, the back, in between the legs, the ruby red, beautiful root chakra. And as that energy goes down the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, relaxing it all and going right out through the bottom of the feet, wherever the feet are, into that middle earth that grounds us during this meditation and grounds us to experience and bring the heaven world right down into the third dimension, the body, the body divine. And so then as we see that light grounding, being held by someone or tied to a tree trunk or just wafting in the wind or in the middle earth, and then we breathe all that light right back up with God is on the in-breath, which is synonymous with love with me, for me, and I am on the out-breath. And two more silently, seeing that energy go to the heaven world, bringing us from that third dimension up to the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh dimensions, connecting with that heaven world. We are connecting heaven on earth right here and right now in these mystical, spiritual disciplines given to us from the deepest thoughts of some of our greatest mystics and poets. So breathing in, seeing that light surround us, protect us, relax us, emanating from within us, all around us, and all around us to within us. From the east to the west, the north to the south, to the top to the bottom, to the left to the right, just that bubble of light around us. And see it in our mind's eye, because it already exists, because we have taken our energy that surrounds us and directed it in this moment all around us as we use our energy wands, as I say. And so in this moment, as we just relax in, I'm going to share just a little bit about William Blake, share more about the auguries of innocence, and then end with affirmations. And William Blake was that angel that came to heaven and claimed that his poetry had been dictated by what he said, quote, my genius or angel, end quote. And he followed that inner voice, that inner beingness blindly. Blake's final explanation on his connection to the divine would never change. He remained steadfast and strong in saying that the poetry that came through him was dictated to him by angels in the heaven world. And he said he could not write otherwise. It was out of his power. He allowed intuitive sense to flow through him. Blake lived in the dark while he was on the planet and died in poverty, and his genius and his life, he always claimed, until the day he died, came from the creative spirit and the connection with the sacred in much the same way one could understand others, like Swedenborg's conversations with angels. The artist enlightened at a very young age. And he also, in that oneness, in that knowingness, he was able to identify the devices that inhabit and corrupt and contain and suffocate the world. Given that information, what he believed came from the heaven world and the angels, he knew the spirit that guides mystics, writers, and artists and dwells in the same place where our mortal imagination opens, is open to us at all times. True geniuses like William Blake and Swedenborg, and so many other mystics, are those who are forward thinkers, looking forward, whose minds exceed their times and their conventions. Their genius is capable of performing the most beautiful acts of rebellion in the name of dignity and fidelity and oneness in oneself, the God within. So, historians believe that Auguries of Innocence was written around 1803 and offered various images of innocence, placing them very close together with images of corruption, decay, or evil for that contrasting effect to make us think. And again, the first 4 lines might be regarded as a sort of introduction to the poem that follows. To see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower, to hold eternity in the palm of your hand and infinity in an hour. And those lines are so metaphysical, coming from the heaven world. And sometimes in the beginning they were beyond the comprehension of man. But they open us up to the paradox of life, of holding infinity in the palm of your hand. That is the image of holding something immeasurably big in a space that is almost immeasurably small. It is the concept of infinity itself. Mathematically, it's an abstract idea too large to be withheld and understood by the mind, and therefore it cannot be held in the palm of the hand. And those who are William Blake scholars say that is how we should be looking at that mathematical paradox. Infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. given that metaphysical understanding becomes understandable as something that is technically achievable on this third-dimensional material world. For infinity is a stretch of time, an hour is also a stretch of time. Therefore, the two can somehow work together in our lives and bring us the oneness of understanding. And in that paradox, what he gave us is that level of mystery. And as I always say, it's all about the mystery, and it's all a mystery. Pardon me. And the mystery leads us to that stunning wonderment that many days we forget unless we are at one-ment with nature. And the first two lines are about seeing. And it's about seeing something so common that we see every day that we skim over it. However, his intention is to awaken to the beauty within and see the beauty without. For we see beauty in all of the common places we visit and the very articles that we witnessed thousands, millions of times. And when we concentrate and look at them and focus on the beauty of the flowers, the trees, the sky, the ocean, the salt, the sand, they all become transcendently beautiful and allow us to connect to God. And that is the ultimate goal of all of Blake's poetry. Unity with the divine. Although the concepts aren't new, shows us by putting them in poetry how he wrapped our minds around the opening up to that all life is one with his own mythology that was partly political, partly mythical, and all divine. And so I close today with affirmations, just relaxing in. And today I see with new eyes. I expand my sight from the unseeable on the earthly plane to the oneness of it all in the metaphysical plane. As I pass a flower, I look deeply into it, gaze deeply into it, and see the beauty of the heaven world within it, and the life it gave to us in this moment, to make moment by moment more beautiful for all on earth. It is so much more than a flower. I see the wonderment in it, the beauty in it, the circle of life in it. The infinity in it. I claim this as the season of understanding. As I embrace the idea that eternity is, has been, and will always be, and that my mortal soul, that fingerprint of God that I am, is here to slow down, breathe deeply the essence of all of life, in all of nature, all of the heaven world. I see that the babe is more than swaddling bands throughout all these human lands. Tools were made and born were hands. Every farmer understands. Every tear from every eye becomes a babe in eternity. This is caught by female's bright and returned to its own delight. The bleat, the bark, the bellow and roar are waves that beat on heaven's shore. And so as I leave here today, I am taking that time and the feet and the places and the footsteps I take were walked in ancient times. As Mother Earth's countenance divine shines forth like the sun, enlivening my soul like a chariot of fire, inspiring. And I end with some of the ending lines of Auguries of Innocence. I'll do the first 4 lines and some of the last. To see the world in a grain of sand, and heaven in a wild flower, to hold eternity in the palm of your hand, and infinity in an hour. We were born to believe a lie, that we see with, not through the eye, that was born in a night to perish in a night, while the soul sleeps in beams of light. And so may your soul sleep in the beams of light as you tune into that eternal truth of that God is, I am, the divine is, I am, Spirit is, I am, and that is what I connect with right here and right now, today and all days. And I'll see you tomorrow. Blessings be. Have a blessed, wonderful day. I love each and every one of you. Namaste. Peace out. See you on the flip side. And also, please tune in for Lynn Chaplin Noe, who's doing loving, I think it's love to live, to laugh, live to laugh and love. I think that's what it is on Thursday night. I think you're going to absolutely love it. So see you tomorrow. Bye. And don't forget Lynn, 7 p.m. on Thursday night in our Uplift. I think you're going to absolutely love it. Bye.